You are here today because the world is going through isolation time to avoid the spread of coronavirus. Many people have died up to now, but you are still alive. Congratulations. Now imagine that the world wasn't going through this period of time. What would you be doing? Where would you be? In a bar, a nightclub, or far from your house? I pray to God for His will to be done. This period has brought families back together. We can clearly see whom the husband or the wife belongs to. It has made you realize that your business is now more important than your family. You never take time to spend some time with your family, but now you do. Take advantage of this time to tell them you love them, you cherish them, you will always protect them. You never called somebody abroad, but now you're doing it. This period has brought people back to their Creator. People were worshipping technology, money, and luxuries of this world. It has brought back humanity and value of essential things that we have. You never prayed, but now you're doing it. You've always been thinking that church is the only place to pray. You never took time to pray in your room, to meditate, but now you're doing it. This spirit is helping you grow spiritually, but you're not realizing it. It's helping you discipline yourself, your behaviors, and your sexual life. You were like a bat, always going out in the night to do bullshit. You're now learning how to stay home the whole day. That's great. Streets were full of prostitutes in the night, but now it's full of militaries and the police. Are you a prostitute? It's time to stop this. Find something better for yourself instead of exposing your life every day in the night. Those who even cheat on their partners cannot cheat anymore. This is to show you that it's not something good that you've been doing all this time. This is to educate you. Just stop it. This is the only period that has stopped the spread of sexual transmitted diseases around the globe. People are now scared of having sex, and therefore there is no more transmission. Believe me, this period is making people so simple and humble. Even dictators, stubborn and boastful people have to live like everybody else. God is showing us that somehow we are all equal, that there is something that relates us all. So why hate, gossips, criticism, insults, and enemies among us? Those who were eating anything can now control what to eat and what not to. You never value, sneeze, and cough. You never care about your family's health, but now it has changed. I pray to God for His will to be done. This period is obliging governments to take care of their prisoners, to give out money they've been stocking in banks, to move money from public treasures to hospitals, from military expenditures to health care. Who could imagine that all military armies will be out one day to make a war against an invisible enemy? Who could imagine that the world will face a common problem one day? Tell me, who could imagine that super great countries of this world will be in the same problem as poor countries? Who could imagine that the rich people will be in the same issue as poor people? Instead of helping orphans, poor families, homeless and destitute people with their money, but they have been using hundreds of billions just to visit the moon. I said the moon. Now coronavirus is on planet Earth. Why don't you run away to the moon and hide yourself? This isolation time has brought peace amongst people. There is no more complex of inferiority between black people and white people. Coronavirus doesn't care about that. It catches you and demolishes your life. Whatever what. Nobody cares if you are from Europe, Asia, USA or Africa. It doesn't matter if you are from my ethnical group or not. What we care now is your health, whether you have the virus or not. Supposed stupid people of this world are now smart to follow hygienic giving rules. Even crazy people or fools are no more found in streets or at the marketplace. And I keep on asking where they have hidden themselves. Stubborn populations that never obey their governments can now obey. Isn't that great? This time is making us read books we never read before. The Word is writing a story, and you are part of that story. 5 years from now, it will remain in our brains. It will remain in our minds as a story that allowed us to improve mentally and financially. A story that helped us innovate something to change the direction of our lives. But a story that also took away our people. You can hate coronavirus, but never hate this lockdown or isolation period. It will ever remain in our souls because it's the only thing that has stopped personal interests in the world. Yes, it has stopped violence, crime, theft, and swindle around the globe. We are now more united than ever. Even enemies are helping one another. Who could imagine that this country will send its doctors to that country to help them? Who could imagine that this country will give money and order that country to make masks for them? Listen, use this isolation time to maximize in your personal development and your behaviors. If you are still alive, is to understand the world's realities and start doing what is right. Take advantage of this time to ask for forgiveness to your Creator. Extol Him, worship Him, thank Him for the breath of life and everything He gives you every day. Use this time to say I love you to someone you care. Above all, protect yourself and stay home as recommended. Coronavirus will never come to your place if you don't go out to invite it to your place. Take good care of yourself and let us meet after this isolation time. I love you so much.